virtual card collection.
Hey everyone, so I'm Chesh from Chesh Breaks, and I've got some guests. Sam's really a mainstay and not really a guest, I guess. You're more like a co-host-ish, but we've got a CardShark. Hey CardShark, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Surviving, finding peace.
I actually met CardShark through Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and we've been non-stop chatting pretty much like I did with Sam. In a different vein though, because we've been talking about stuff that we've been buying that I don't want Sam to know about, which is a massive stack. Massive stack over there that everyone's going to see in just a second.
I get the inside scoop.
Yeah, exactly. And Melbourne-based, of course. One of us. You know.
That's it. We're all stuck together at the moment in the hot
Younger
zone.
than us old men, though, which is fine. But I guess the mail time starts with cherrycollectibles.com.au. I went and bought some cards from them, and I saw that they had retail Prizm packs available. And I was like, do I pick up the Mosaic 3-pack, or do I pick up a Prizm pack? And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pick up a Prizm pack because I haven't opened one of these before. And it's a bit exciting because Prizm is like every collector's go-to basically when it comes to base cards. And I was like, maybe we'll crack something good, but probably not because it's a retail pack. And yes, retail packs have 4 cards in the damn pack. 4 cards for $60, people. That's what's happening.
4 chances to get Zion.
Yeah, exactly.
4 chances to get something. At least something. You know what? I should probably actually bring up chat. Oh yes, that's strange. All right, let's Oh yeah, that's gonna get fingerprints. That's gonna get fingerprints all over it. Right, let me.
I love how you can see the face in these.
Switch, yeah, I know, right? Let me switch to a better way to watch. Show me the cardboard. Well, we're getting there. Jeez.
Oh, this is my favorite thing, Chesh, where the photo has a different team than the text, and they're being traded.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. So unclean.
So we've got a Kyrie Irving, allegedly Celtics.
Yeah. So they say. Telling Chesh on Chesh today that Gordon Hayward played a lot better once Kyrie left the Celtics.
Yeah. So we have an
AI man.
Iverson,
not bad.
Slip that one to the back. We've got a Marvin Bagley, and you
can do some cool stuff.
Very shiny looking
CP3.
Yeah, Chris Paul. I mean, you know, it's a silver Prizm, I guess.
And there he is in his Houston.
Exactly.
That was
the AI is pretty cool.
Absolutely,
Chesh, I don't know how much you've seen about. I'm not sure how much you've seen of Allen Iverson, but that is pretty much squarely in the time you've missed in NBA. That AI revolutionized the game, kind of thing.
Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised?
There's a couple of good docos in him, actually.
Oh, well, that's always good.
Yeah, but you have a card of him now, so well done.
Great, excellent. Yeah. I will flush it down the toilet later. Which is about what it's worth. So if anyone remembers from the last stream, this popped out last stream, and sent me down a pretty big rabbit hole of trying to figure out who this rookie was, and you know if this rookie had any promise at all. And I gotta say that his pre-NBA stats are pretty good. His current NBA stats are middle of the road because he's a rookie, and obviously rookies don't get like a whole lot of time to make a massive impact.
That was your first surprise, wasn't it?
It was.
Rookies getting more time. It's like some coaches just don't play them. Like if you're in a
back in the day, if you were a rookie, you were
like
hot stuff. They were chucking you into games left, right, and center. Like, yeah, prove yourself. Show us that we paid money for you, like millions of dollars, so that you're good. But yeah.
Even Zion the other day only played like 15 minutes of a game.
Yeah. And for some reason,
across 4 quarters.
Look at how many points he can get.
They're saying too he wasn't physically, the way he was or whatever. So a
He's
little bit
just
to be desired.
massive.
Yeah, no.
He's
I've
he's
always just thought
huge.
he's gonna break himself, but we'll see, I guess.
Exactly.
He's gonna be the next Shaq. He's just gotta.
That
He's
Oh
is
just
yeah,
gotta.
but
He just
absolutely
has to
it.
grow into it.
Yeah.
where he
That's all.
defies the body kind of thing. Like he can
Yeah.
jump more than what the that body shape actually really should.
No, no Charizards, go away.
I wouldn't
So,
be standing in his way.
to continue the
Oh, no
story,
way.
just while we're here, before this turns into an hour-long podcast.
Ah man, I'm googling Carson Edwards. Go for it.
So Carson Edwards came into the league, had a couple of very, very average games on court. So the Celtics did what they've legendarily done for quite a while now, which is send him back to the Red Mains.
Oh,
Red Claws?
the D League, yeah.
Yeah, the main Red Claws.
Claws.
Yeah. So that's generally where they chuck rookies to make them better. And he went back there and just smashed baskets. Like he did really well. So taking that into account, I decided that I really, really, really was digging absolutely was digging the Celtics. So then I kind of started looking into what I wanted to not really like it's not investing as such. I guess it kind of is in a way, but like it's collecting with maybe the hopes that, someday you can get rid of something. It's not always just like I'm going to keep everything. But I found that there was like some really cool looking, what I would consider iconic images on a lot of his cards. One of the big things that used to happen back in basketball old days was if a card looks really good, there's a higher chance it's going to be worth something in the future.
And that's why I love Cliff Robinson back in the day. It's like he's the only dude rocking a headband, and it's like it just looks so cool, man.
It's just like so. There was a Topps reflector of Shaq, which I think now is like shot up in price, which is the dunk card basically, and it was worth nothing back in the day. Like it was literally worth nothing. It was like a $5 card, and now it's like, PSA 9's fetching like $500 or something. Like it's ridiculous.
With the rainbowy effect on it and everything.
Yeah.
The Topps finest. Yeah.
It's a refractor. Yeah. So the other thing that came out of this was this came in a random lot. This is a Pascal Siakam that came with a couple of, for some reason, Carson rookies. So it's just like, well, it's
sending you on another rabbit hole.
It's a blue parallel, so I'll just grab it anyway because it's coming with the rookies and like it's not costing me anything extra basically. So I promise I didn't go too crazy on Carson. But again, I think he has like a lot of promise, and I think that, as time goes on, we're going to see him probably like more in the vein of a Jason Kidd because he's a small guy who can absolutely dunk. But then I went on a bit of a trip of trying to find what else that I could find, and I found this really cool pink parallel, which I think is just like a really just pretty card. Along with like it's a rookie obviously, but it's a rookie parallel, so I was like, well, I'll pick one of those up. Why not?
He's got a lot of swaggy poses, dude. So
it has a lot of swaggy
going
poses.
for the like in between the legs dunk and yeah.
I like his little love tattoo on his leg.
Yes, that's very cool.
Let's go some metric. I'll go for it.
It's one of those things I would like to find out. Like, if I ever got the chance to talk to him, I'd be like, what is the story behind the love tattoo? Because everyone I know that has a tattoo has a very good story behind that tattoo. And I'm just so keen to find out. Except for maybe you, but you don't count because you're a chef. So.
No.
Look, most chefs that I've ever known have generally just, just been constantly stoned off their minds whilst they're cooking. So
or wired, yeah.
I say that as an ex-chef.
Well, not whilst I'm cooking.
Well, no, but
if I'm
outside,
at home, it's a different story.
Exactly.
So
the other thing I found out was that there is a new product called Tmall this year, right? So Tmall is a Chinese selling platform, basically.
Oh, I like these ones.
And so
are these the Revolutions?
These are the Revolution cracked ice, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the Revolution cracked ice. These are like, but really just the graphic design just speaks to me because it's just, you know, all the colors don't match and it feels like patchwork, but the front of it is just like fractals.
They're playing off some of those 90s aesthetics too.
I think,
oh yeah.
I think there's one, the China Red, that they brought out for China New Year, like the Revolution China Red version.
There is. So these here are New Year.
Oh yeah.
We'll get into normal revolutions.
So that's what
I think.
Oh right, that's rad, man.
Yeah.
I think, like I say, it's the whole. A lot of collectors are coming from that '90s kind of base, and you know, I was a kid then, and that's when I was collecting, and you know, now it's. I think someone wrote, you know, the big analysis was like, we get so much money in the hobby now, and because a lot of these people have, you know, they're in their 40s and 50s sometimes, or you know, well, they're older ones, but like, you know, 30s even, and it's like they're just cashed up, and it's like there's supply and demand going nuts now.
Yeah, of course. Hence why the boxes are so expensive.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh man, the visual design of them just speaks to me like crazy, and I'm like, I've got to hold myself back from not getting back into a couple of cards. But yeah, what was the other one? Court Kings. Really, I was talking to Chesh about that. That so effective. But these ones have the different foil patterns. So you got the one that was like, you know, the side of your old Ultra Pro 9 pocket sleeves, like that pattern. It's crazy. And then this one's different. Fire, how many did you get?
I really like these.
I still have some of these on the way as well.
Dude, this is a Magic the Gathering thing where you're buying out you're shorting the whole system.
That is pretty much what I was doing. As CardShark will attest, because we've been talking about like finding as many of these as we could, and just buying them as low as possible. Not to just short the market, but just like because they look really cool. But these were like I think $1.50 each or $1 each plus postage.
Yeah,
nice.
So I went, oh, how many have you got? 8. I'll buy all 8 then. That's fine.
Yeah, I really should have maximized on some of my early buys like that. But I mean, when I started to get back into it, I got a bunch of like, I was focusing on Draymond Green rookies, and you know, they at the time I was still getting signed Draymond Green rookies for $2, and I've still got a handful of them. But it's like I should have just done what you've done, maxed them out.
So this is an Astro.
That's
why this one has stars.
And
I got this for I think $6.50 with free shipping. So I was just like, oh yeah, I'll buy that. Yep, absolutely.
For sure. Allison's your dude, man.
Oh, don't worry, we're not even halfway there yet.
You're right. The love tattoo is just the coolest. Like
it is the coolest.
And I mean, we talk about. I think I've chatted to you about like the trend with players now wearing shorter and shorter shorts. Like it's going back the other way.
Yeah, they're hiking up.
Yeah, and like guys like John Collins, and I mean, it looks like even Carson does the slightly shorter, kind of the normal.
Even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you see Dwight Howard rocking the little booty pants. It looks like almost.
He loves a tight jersey. We know that. Like he's always gone the little Superman jersey.
I love the new Dwight Howard. I love Dwight Howard Lakers 2.0. I think he's great.
Like mature, older Dwight Howard, but still got spring. Yeah.
So one of the things that collectors, I've been told, shy away from
college cards.
College cards.
I reckon, Purdue,
if they're wearing a college jersey, apparently that's a no-no. They just won't touch them, which is fine. Because
this goes back to like Classic. Do you remember that set from the 90s?
Yeah,
Classic was a little bit like cheaper and crap.
I almost bought a box of Classic for $25 the other day.
The one I showed you the other day, I've got my set, which is the Classic signed Alonzo Mourning, and it's one of the first insert like signed ones where it says it's just blank on the back, the normal card in the front, and signed just text over the top, Alonzo Mourning. And it says, "Congratulations, you've opened an autograph card on the back." I was like, "That's so cool." So Classic's so weird that I always thought of them as really cheap and crap, and like I think that's where this comes from. But I love a college card.
So this actually came with I think a mosaic. And it was the mosaic that I wanted, and it basically worked out that buying both of them was about $3 each. So because this is an orange prism, I decided I'd just pick it up anyway. I actually have another one of these coming with I think a green prism, which was about the same price.
Hot.
Speaking of hot, so Mosaic.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of mosaics, like a lot of collectors will actually shy away from mosaics unless they like really have to. Basically, it's their last
like
go-to, which is weird. I do too, but I see why. It's just like it's very like the design is just very kind of basic in the way that like it's not foil. It's just like silver shine, basically. Like the actual prism ones, the actual the refractive ones are really gorgeous. The silver ones. But
I
these
really
like
like
base ones,
the stained glass one.
yeah,
Have you seen them?
I
Those ones
have.
are really
So
nice.
good.
Just thinking too, Chesh, that Carson Edwards may even pan out. Like it's, I mean, the way he is as a player, being like a scoring first kind of, stocky small point guard. Like I
Who
tend to
can
love.
dunk like a monster?
Well, yeah, and I tend to love seeing those players do well because it's an interesting kind of prototype. But I mean, Allen Iverson, you said, or we were saying before, watch some stuff on him because he's the kind of thing you're patterning by. Like it's he's still pass. They'll get their assists, and given the platform one day could probably average 20 plus points, but you get your assists there too. But it's like about seeing a powerful point guard kind of thing rather
Exactly.
than that pass first one.
So on from Mosaic, and a level above Mosaic is Select. So Select is pretty much Mosaic, but designed better, and I can see why, because like the designs on these are just, this whole design is just so much better than the Mosaic. It's more exciting, I guess you could say.
A bit more
So
regal.
yeah, pretty much. It makes it feel a bit more expensive. So I picked up 3 of those, which is funny because then I also ended up finding a really cool looking parallel.
Oh, that's hot.
That is hot. But you want to know
And
what's
it's
hotter?
really
When you
has all
get
these foil effects.
the tricolor foils,
What?
they're even hotter. Look at that.
Oh, that
Far out.
that purple on top.
It is, yeah. It's tricolor with purple.
Nice.
Jesh, at work, because doing graphic design, we've got a lot of our printing finishes and stuff, and we've got like foil books and things we can spec in a print job. And there's all these effects that are like I've like only ever seen these kind of things on basketball cards, where it's like, can I for this nice premium business, can I please put the star effect foil on there? And they're like, no. Like, oh, okay.
And then the
yeah.
last one I decided to pick up, which is also Revolution, is a signed Revolution Carson Edwards rookie card.
On
Now,
card too.
Yeah, it's not an it's not an RPA. It's not a rookie patch auto, but I mean, it just like the foiling is just amazing. And yeah, it's on card. It's not a stick or anything.
Yeah.
So,
and it's even the elegant design, the way they've done that to end up like with a signing space kind of thing. So yeah,
exactly.
but still, yeah. I mean, RC auto, it's fine. So it's great.
Numbered?
So they're not numbered. No.
What did that one run you?
That's a good question. Let me see if I can figure that out. I have a feeling that I don't want to know. Let me just quickly check.
$1 million.
I mean, it may as well be, to be honest. I have a feeling it was like $100, to be honest. Yeah. Which one was that? That was probably that one, I think. This was from Cherry as well. $70. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, the tricolor was $10. The scope prism, which was the other shiny prism one, was $10. The 8 Revolution rookies were $55.92 in total. So yeah, like
nice.
Getting all of those Revolutions, I think that worked out at like $5 something a pop. So when you put into perspective that 2 alt prisms and then the 8 rookies themselves, it's like didn't really cost me a whole lot of money. And considering it's stuff that I was like, I like this player anyway, so why not go ham? And
Yeah.
now I can't find any rookies under like for Carson Edwards under like, $5.
There you go.
Because
Yeah, exactly.
somebody still has something like 30 packages on the way.
Shorting.
and
I
and
was going to say too. I mean, it's the type of thing you talk about cost for your hobby, your enjoyment, that kind of thing. It's like you could bet on games, or what you can. This is almost in a way. I don't think it's gambling. It's like you're
You're
getting
betting on
something.
a player for the long run.
Yeah, you're getting a tangible asset that you enjoy, and then it's going to actually improve your enjoyment of the game that you watch. And it's like, and like I say, me and my mate used to do one rookie a year, and you just, you pick your cards and you stock up on them, and it's just good fun. Like they don't have to pan out. It's just like,
Well, that's what I was
especially
thinking about doing.
especially if you enjoy the rookie, like you really want to like cheer for them type thing. So you were saying before,
Yeah,
like Jackson Hayes and who's the other dude, like
Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson, yeah. And it's like it's not a bad idea. I don't know who I'd choose right now. Probably Rui, but like it's probably a bit expensive. So who knows?
well, I mean,
But
and
yeah,
that's the enjoyment factor. Like, so I mean, as I said, I haven't collected basketball cards for 25 years. Like, Hayden doesn't understand it, and that's fine because it's not like it's not a thing I can play with. It's a thing I can look at.
yeah,
But
the
it's
difference between Magic, of course. But yeah,
yeah, but I also think that it's like it goes to my semi hoarder nature. I'm not like a massive hoarder, but like I mean, I do have like pop vinyl figures and stuff, right? That are just like
yeah,
sitting around on a shelf because to
Yeah, I
me
have
they have
that.
some sort of significance.
yeah.
What that
I
is,
think it's a
I don't know.
collective tendency, dude.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
exactly.
my
And it is the
father-in-law
collective
actually. I know,
tendency.
yeah, it was my father-in-law actually said it at my wedding. He's just like, Sam collects things. He just does, and it's just like it's really cool, and he gets really passionate into something, and you know, uh, kind of expresses it to other people, but like just naturally collects it, be it records, cards, whatever. And I'm like, I never thought about it that way, and I don't think it's like it's not an doesn't have to be a hoarding, obsessive whatever thing because I dip in and out of it, but it's I get a lot of enjoyment out of,
You're a
and it's
collector at heart.
yeah, man, and it's like, and like we say before, we are kind of talking before the stream is about, Cherry put a great article and video about like choosing your collection path and finding a niche is the underlying tone there. It's like find something you enjoy collecting, and I mean, mine's Seattle Supersonics cards, and it will always be because I love the team. But this is awesome. It makes me so happy to see this,
Well, that's it. Like,
Chesh.
so when I jumped in first, I was like, research, try and figure out, is there a player that I think is underrated? And my first instinct was
Yeah,
the old
exactly.
like invest in that player.
Yep.
But then I was like, I really enjoy watching the team. Hang on a second, I actually like it watching basketball. This isn't as boring as I thought it used to be. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, this is why I used to watch basketball because it is kind of exciting.
Yeah, I think that's a good point too. That you go, it's not about. I mean, Magic we're used to, and it was actually the lure to me. It's like, oh, you can actually collect these cards and play them. That's sick, and like and show your creativity, that kind of thing. But basketball, it's a little bit more indirect, but
Mm.
you get enjoyment out of them as far as investing in something, and as long as it's not the Supersonics because they're not playing, of course.
It's that
I mean, that's my caveat to that. But like relevant actually playing players and teams, like that's the way to go about it, I think. So I wouldn't suggest anyone buys Supersonics cards like I do, but it's you do get enjoyment out of it because it kind of ups. It's like playing fantasy basketball. You've got more of a reason to root for a team or a player. So
yeah.
Yeah,
it's great fun.
exactly. And if some of these end up worth something down the line, then that's the double
Yeah,
bonus.
so be it. Exactly.
Yeah. I
So let's
mean, think
I'll go for
about
it.
in like 20 years, you're gonna pull out your Carson Edwards and be like, "Well,
I saw it before.
back in 2020, in the great COVID years,
Yeah, the
I
world was falling
started
apart.
collecting him, and now I have a house."
It's funny that you make it sound like it's gonna be a really old person, but I'm already really old, so
You'll always be young at heart.
yeah,
I've
I
seen
know.
this one here. I've just searched a couple of things. Absolute Tools of the Trade rookie patch auto, and it's got a oh man, patches just continue
Mhm.
to bamboozle me. This one's got a piece of basketball. It's so good.
Oh, I love the Tools of the Trade
So
ones.
crazy, man. And then on
It's
cut. Oh
like
no,
like what is it? The basketball, the jersey, and the shorts. I
yeah.
think.
Is it shorts or shooting shirt or something? But yeah, different fabric but same color. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
That's great. I was showing
Nah,
Chesh the other day some of the Sonics cards, and I like, had a Gary Payton piece of floor card. I'm like, why'd they get the piece of the floor? This is amazing.
You
yeah.
still owe me a video, actually.
Yeah. I'll have to do that. I'll go through the shoebox and my
No, I
Kawhi
think
autos.
that's what I want to collect is autos and swatches.
Yeah, I
Not
love
nece-
swatches the most.
not
But
necessarily have to be on the same card, but
yeah,
if I can get a swatch auto, like for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's what got me after like I've paid attention to the NBA for pretty much every year, bar maybe 4 or 5 somewhere along the line there, but only got back into collecting maybe 5 years ago or maybe a bit later. I mean, when Draymond was a rookie there. I don't even know what time is anymore, but yeah, it's kind of then getting back into it and then just being like, whoa, this is what basketball cards are now, and like swatches and signed
Yeah.
cards. And also like if there was players I'm into, usually they're not the main ones, they're a bit more random, whatever. I was picking them up for $1 or $2, and that was getting really dangerous because I'll just have packages coming in every week.
Well, I was saying to Chesh, I bought a Dirk Nowitzki Mavericks triple threat swatch card.
Yeah,
So like
sick.
$12.
Yeah, and you're like, but why? It's like
It's
this is
Dirk
amazing.
Nowitzki.
It's Dirk. It's like the greatest international player ever. Like
Yeah.
it's nuts.
And then I think I picked up another couple just because one was $1 and the other one was $2, and I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'll take it.
Exactly, and that's how the Draymond Green ones got started. I was just like, I'll pick these up, and
I
like
just
in another transaction, you're like, oh sweet, yeah, get this.
I feel like
Insane.
if you have an auto or like a swatch or the tools for the trade, then it's a little bit more personal in a way. Like you have,
Exactly.
it's not just a card. Like
Yeah.
this is a card that they've taken the time to sign or whatnot, or like it's a game worn piece of material that you own that piece.
Yeah, totally, and that's the heart of it.
Yeah.
I was
You
asking
eat and I'll come after.
I was asking Chesh too. So, I mean, he was back into Karl Malone back in the day, but was there anything else you're into, Chesh? Like team-wise or anything? You were kind of
Everyone was like, as I said, everyone was into balls. Everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't really do the Shaq thing. Everyone else did because they were just easy pickings. Like you pull a Shaq out of a booster pack, and then somebody over your shoulder would be like, "I'll give you $5 for it." Like I tell you what, you give me two boosters, like two trading card packs of Fleer Ultra, and let's do it.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember cracking the Jordan refractor at one point. Yeah, and a friend's dad. No, I wish. A friend's dad just like forked over $200 immediately. Just went like, "I'll give you $200 right now for it." I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." Like, because when you're 16, 17 and you crack something like that, and you're just like, well, like I know that it's worth quite a bit of money. Like,
especially
as soon as somebody offers
$200 then compared to now.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the difference between
then.
like, well, it wasn't just that. It was like that's the equivalent of like two of those boxes.
Yeah.
Like those refractor boxes, the Topps Finest were, one of the high level products, along with what was the other refractor one with the peel off on the front.
Yeah, I've still got a ton of them, and I don't know if I've kept the peel things on there, but
because there was Topps had one that had the peel off, but I think like Blair or somebody like that had one.
Yeah, I think.
And then there was Upper Deck SP.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, it could have been. I don't know. It's too. Anyway, the point is, you could just go and buy like two boxes of basketball cards. It was like, I'll take that gamble again, sure. Like, I spent $5, I made $200. Now I'm gonna buy two boxes, and I'm gonna try and crack stuff that people want, and I just don't even care.
Love it, and I was like, I was thinking too that I've noticed a lot of Australian fans a lot less likely to have a team they went for as well back in the 90s. Like it was, it's because of we don't have that geographical kind of, allegiance to any place or anything. It's just like we're just stoked to watch all basketball, and so many people I talk to like they didn't really have a team back then as more players. That kind of
and
thing.
that's the thing. Like back then,
Jordan. Everyone's
you had to,
Jordan.
Yeah, and basketball was available not on free to play. Like it was all on Foxtel, so you had to have like the rich friend with Foxtel to watch, you know. And if you didn't, then you weren't watching it until it was on like free to air. That was like, you know, months later. Or you had friends like I did, and they just taped everything for you.
Yeah. I mean, we had Inside the NBA on a Saturday, I'm pretty sure. Was it that? Or like, there for a while, but it's like, I just remember fondly those times as a pretty rare treat kind of thing. And then, before you knew it, it's like, nah, everything is gatewayed
but
by.
some of us were out playing basketball on Saturdays.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that was the thing. Like my weekends were, you know, I was either hiking somewhere, cycling somewhere, playing basketball, or I was, you know, hanging out and shooting hoops in the back of somebody's uniblock.
All round action, man.
And look at me now, fat lazy
You're
nerd.
you're still playing basketball in a sense, you know.
In a sense, I actually did have a hankering. Then I was like, oh wait, we're in lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like post-pandemic, come over and we'll just shoot hoops. It'll be great.
Yeah.
I went skating the
Well,
other day
I mean,
and put a
I
scarf
kind
over
of
my
need to
face.
get back into shape, but
Are we
yes.
allowed to go skating still?
Where I am, I'm in the country.
Okay.
And it's like I'm still like I've played by all the rules, but it's like I'm away from everyone. I just took the little cruiser out on the road and it was just like like I said, scarf over the face and just went for a roll. I was like, this is nice. This is nice. So yeah. But anyway, we digress, Mega. But yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've covered it all, and I think we'll head it off there so that we can all go and have our respective dinners. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm quite hungry.
It's Taco Monday.
We're having
I was
Greek
thinking
wraps.
about having tacos tonight, but
Oh man, I'm keen.
we
line.
got pizza instead.
Oh, that's great second choice. Exactly.
Yeah.
So Sam, where
Less
can people
effort.
reach you?
You can find me at Pass the Jam Sam on the Instagrams and the Twitters. And I'm mostly talking about Magic the Gathering, but I'll probably keep talking about the Seattle Supersonics and
Oh,
my
you're still going to
love
be
for them.
talking basketball for times to come.
Well,
I'm
forever,
still doing
seriously.
it. You're still doing it.
That's never going anywhere. So yeah, and I find these Monday nights a treat that we get to see what Carson Edwards things Chesh ordered in and go through.
I'm looking forward to next Monday.
Yeah, man.
You just wait. Hopefully by then my other stuff will turn up. That's somebody else, and it's going to be hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
You got those Pascals?
I've
got some Pascals.
I've got some Pascals somewhere.
Anyway, we'll go into him at length later. But yeah, I'll do a video of my some of my shoe boxes.
Yes, because we want to see
how
that
the
collection,
Sonics collection goes.
and we'll put it up on the YouTube. CardShark, where can people find you?
You can catch me at CardShark with 2 R's, and you'll see some cards and some other stuff until I put some more on there.
Is that just on
this week
Instagram?
when the mailman comes. Yeah, it's on Instagram.
You should get a Twitter.
No, I don't like Twitter.
I didn't either. Then Chesh got me into it. I was like, yeah, I guess I see what's going on.
I only want to get Twitter when I come up with the perfect Twitter handle. And
you're gonna tweet like one tweet and then leave.
And then the one that I did think of
Snarky
is already
Shark.
taken.
Snarky Shark.
I wanted to have the common sensei, but
cool.
Somebody took it.
Well, that's what you find. Most people are taking everything.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm late to the party, you know. So,
as for me, you can catch me at Chesh Breaks on every platform. Just search for at Chesh Breaks. Or search for Chesh Breaks. And I hope that you stick along for the ride. It's free to hit that follow button on Twitch. It's free to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and we really need it because once we get to 100 subscribers, then we can get our custom URL, and that's all I really care about. This is just a hobby. Keep cracking packs and have fun.
Collect the play that matters. Enjoy the cardboard.
And remember, if you can't beat them, join them.